Before we start today, I'd like to pose a question for all. The topic for today is the three summer jobs. So what are the three summer jobs? Any of you have any ideas? Actually, three summer jobs refer to the summer harvest, planting, and field management. So the management refers to the crop management, which covers a wide range of concepts. This is the first big harvest of the year, starting from the planting in spring and lasts until May and June. The farmers will seize the day to make a harvest, and they will be very busy working on the land. So through our camera, you will see a landscape in the Jiangmu city of Heilongjiang province. And you will see how farmers are working on the rice field. They are transplanting the rice. So people are very busy here, and the machinery is also very busy transplanting the rice. And it is equipped with the Beidou unmanned satellite system, navigating system. So this year, the transplanting area covers 120,000 mu. So we will set the route in the navigating system, and when we start the machine, the machinery will kick off by transplanting the rice, and the machines will work in the land in a very smooth manner. So you can see the navigating system of the Beidou system and the machines everywhere here in the rice field. Next, I will turn it over to my colleague. Dear online viewers, I'm Xinmeng from CMG. Here I am at Huachuan County of Jiangmu City of Heilongjiang Province. This year, the cropping field reaches 120,000 mu of rice transplantation. And people are very busy transplanting the rice here. Compared with the traditional method of rice transplantation, what we see today is not people bending in the rice fields, working on the transplantation. Instead, we have adopted a number of cutting-edge technologies to help with the rice transplantation. And I'm very honored to be joined by one of the experts here to give us more information on the technologies. The Councillor Li Yucheng. Good morning, online viewers. I am from the local agricultural cooperative. Could you give us more information on the rice transplantation here every year? Well, this year, we are lagging behind by 3 to 4 days because of a frost earlier. So the transplantation of rice is delayed. Now we have finished 30% of the rice plantation work, and we foresee to finish all the rice plantation within another few days. We have the machinery here to help improve the efficiency by 30% every day. And the one machine is enough to transplant 60% of the work. Well, one person can finish 1 mu per day, but for one machine, it is 60 mu. So it's a lot more efficient. as regards to the rice transplanting. In the past, we needed one driver and two assistants to the machines. But now with the new Beidou navigating system, we need only one person in the machine. We have all the ventilation facility, we have this navigating system within the machine. So for one person is paid 450 RMB per day. So for a 10-day job, we can save roughly 300,000 RMB. Nowadays, we can no longer complete the farming work without the help of technologies. The farming today is a lot more different compared with the past method. Nowadays, we apply the farming in a scientific manner. Now we have been adopting fewer fertilizers due to the science and adoption of science and technology. I can see that you have a larger area of crop transplantation. Yes, we are tenfold stronger than compared with other farmers, compared with other rice fields. Thanks to the latest technologies of the Beidou navigating system, we can never imagine that happening in the past. And there is a smaller difference of the rice transplantation. It reduces the difference to 5 centimeters. You can see that these machines can finish one line within just 10 minutes. So in the past, it's a lot more difficult because you use a manual job and also the animals, for example, the donkeys, to help with the rice transplanting. But now with the machines, we can do a lot more. Now the machines have made the rice transplanting a lot more efficient. And it can improve the efficiency by improve the efficiency of utilizing the farming land by 2% to 3%. So the machines is able to reduce the difference of the rice transplanting. So can we check the rice? So these are the rice roots to be transplanted, and they are planted. They are prepared on the plastic holder container. You can see the leaf of the rice, 3 leaves. But a rice root can include as many as 16 leaves. But if there are too many leaves, it will not be that good. So when can they be prepared to be transplanted? When they yield 3 or more leaves, they can be transplanted into the fields. So what is the advantage? It will make it faster to be transplanted and grown to a mature crop. It's like growing the trees. The rice seedlings can absorb the nutrients of the soil. Actually, I'm very curious. It's like planting the seeds in the vegetable field. Why can't we do that the same way to the rice? Well, the rice is quite different because the first step is to dry the seeds under the sun. And then because we have different layers of between the soils and the roots of the rice, so it takes 7 days for a rice seedling to grow up. It's different from other vegetable seeds. The rice seedling needs water. Compared with a mediocre rice seedling, our rice seedling is very different. It has a high yield. It doubles the yield of traditional rice seedlings. The highest yield is 117,000 to 18,000 kilograms. Well, in the initial period, we covered the rice field with a layer of thin plastic membrane. And later we plant the rice seedlings. The temperature should be kept moderate, 25 degrees Celsius. So we need to check and monitor the temperature within the membrane now and then. And we also need to check if they have enough nutrients. If not, we need to put more nutrients to the rice seedlings, to the fields. So even when the rice seedlings are planted into the fields, we need to monitor the process and their progress and how they develop. Well, it seems like the rice seedling, the rice transplantation is like the process of raising a child. Exactly. We need to check the progress of the rice seedling every 3 days. So every row, as I can see, all the rice seedlings maintain the same height. Yes, because we have the membranes on top and to ensure the ventilation. If the rice seedlings are too long, it will not be good for transplantation. So is this height a very standard height? Yes, around 10 centimeters. If the rice seedling is too high, it will not be good to be put into the field. So as you said, the rice seedlings need to be protected in the greenhouse gas. Greenhouse. So what else do we need in the rice fields? Water, of course, is very important. Without water, along with the wind, if there is more wind, the rice seedlings will die. So we need the water supply and also to ensure a moderate temperature of the water. We need to keep the rice seedlings from being too cold. But if the temperature is not that low, the rice seedlings will not die anyway. We can see into one hole there are 3 to 5 rice seedlings. Why is that? Because that is good for the rice to grow up. So if for one hoe there are 20 rice seedlings, then we need to intervene because they may fight for the nutrients. So how can we ensure that for each hoe there are 3 to 4 rice seedlings? Well, we need to trust the machines and the technologies. We can set the figure, and then the machines will accurately transplant the accurate number of rice seedlings. Now, as the machinery level continues to improve, you have been adopting the unmanned transplanter. So how can we ensure, how can we tell when the machines will stop and will start? Well, we have the different buttons, for example, button A and button B that controls when the machines to stop, to turn around. So is this orange, this gadget in orange, the controller? Yes, that is the navigating system. We can see 2 buttons, button A and button B, on the machine. So can the technician show us how to operate? Yes, we can push the button, and on the screen we will have different choices. So we can set the figures and to tell the machine when to make a turn and when to stop. So can you show us on the screen? Now, as the machine starts, so the driver does not need to control the buttons anymore, right? Yes. Once the driver pushes the button, he no longer starts the machine. He no longer needs to control the buttons during the rice transplanting. You can see the driver is standing on the machine. He is not controlling the machine. So it saves a lot of human effort. Now the camera focuses on the rice transplanting, and you can see how fast the machine turns the runs in the fields. For a human labor, it takes 1 hour to finish 1 row of rice transplantation. But this can be done in just a few minutes by the machine. It is equal to the efforts of 6 people working together. You can see how efficient and it is. So the driver does not need to care about when to make a turn and what lies ahead. So when the rice seedlings runs out, the driver will put in new rice seedlings. You know, the roots of the rice seedling is surrounded by the soils. So this will help improve the efficiency of rice transplanting. Now, as we see, the machines are doing the job so well, and it also ensures a sound ventilation of the rice seedlings. Yes, with the help of the technology, we can do that. And with the sound ventilation, we can improve the crop yield by 2% to 3%. The planting pattern takes a way of 9 times 16, which is good for improving the yield. So where does the water come from? The water is diverted from the Songhua River in Heilongjiang province, because the river contains a wide range of nutrients needed by the rice. The well water contains iron, which is bad for the rice. So we need the river water. I heard when the rice transplanting season ends, these fields will be used to raise the ducks, the fishes, right? Yes, exactly. Now the camera shows a bird's view of the rice fields, which will be used for raising the ducks and the fishes later. So for raising the fish and the ducks, we also have a set of technologies. By raising fish in the rice fields can help improve the temperature of the water of the rice field by 2 degrees Celsius, which is good for the cropping. So when the when the rice and plants starts to grow in the fields, and the fish and the duck will feed on that. So how many staff are here, working here? Well, we have 400 households around this region. Well, we have 12,000 mu of rice fields, and we divide our people into different groups to take care of a certain number of rice fields. In 2015, we established an agricultural cooperative, but at that time, we were not good at managing the fields. We start early in the morning, but we finish very late at night. It costs a lot of time and effort, so we decided we could not do that anymore. And it does not help us improve the income. So that's why in 2016 we adopted a new method. We introduced the new machines. We also started early in the morning, and we were very hardworking and high-spirited. So every year, each household earns around 300,000 to 400,000 RMB yuan. That's a lot of income. So by working in this way, we gained a lot. So now we have 16 groups of farmers. We worked with each other very well, and each year we earned a lot. I noticed that you also have this camera system for monitoring the rice fields. Yes, we can monitor that in our phone. Now let's go to the office of Mr. Li. This is the camera system for monitoring the rice fields. You can see the rice seedlings in the screen. So through this screen, the online viewers can have an idea of how the rice seedlings are transplanted and how the rice will grow up in the fields. So you will get to see how the rice is transplanted and grown and harvested and provided to the table of people. You can see the rice seedlings are transplanted in a very even manner and a very accurate manner. And thanks to the help of science and technology, these machines helps improve the efficiency of the transplanting. And you will rest assured on the safety of the grains. This monitoring system can also help us monitor how the machines work in the fields. You can see the green lines. That is the route of the machines. So you will get to see the workload of the machines every day and where they are working on. For example, the number 1 field, number 2, and number 3 rice field. Through this system, we can also improve the efficiency of the machines. Just by taking a glance of the screen, you can have an idea of how the machines are working. So what is this system? Is this what you are going to where you are going to make a breakthrough? Yes, we're trying to break new ground in this technology, this smart transplanting. And this helps us know whether the field lacks the fertilizers. And the system can be connected by the computer and the cell phone. So our target is to achieve the intelligent farming with the help of science and technology. So from today's interview, we can see science and technology helps a lot with farming. Actually, this is not common only in this area. It is very common in the Heilongjiang province. So science and technology has improved the efficiency of farming and makes it a lot more convenient. This is the end of my part, and I will give it over to my colleague in other parts of China. We just had a tour to Heilongjiang. Now let's go to the second stop, Jilin province. Jilin is a large producer. The Nong'an County of Jilin province is a large producer of grains. If you come here, you will feel the comfortable breeze. And 450 mu or 30 hectares of selenium-enriched rice are being transplanted, are growing up in the fields. The soil of the region has been improved, and machineries intervene with the farming. So, and the carbon-based fertilizer helps improve the efficiency of the rice production. Well, for this region, the target for the rice transplantation is 30 hectares for Nong'an County. So we will foresee a big harvest in the region. In the screen, you will see the highly mechanized Beidou navigating system that it is being widely applied not only in Heilongjiang province but also other parts of China. I just learned from my colleague that the machines have been improving the efficiency of the rice transplantation by a large margin. What used to cost human labor 1 hour now can be finished by the machines in just 10 minutes. Can you believe that? Dear online viewers, if you have your personal pictures of the rice transplantation or someone working in the farming land, please don't hesitate to share with us. It also reminds me of an ancient Chinese poem related to the summer cropping and harvest. In the past, the farming relies heavily on the human labor, but now we depend on the machines. Dear online viewers of CGTN, now it's summer season. People are working busy in the farming land. Just now you have followed my colleague in a tour to the farming land in Heilongjiang. And now please follow me to the Nong'an County of Jilin province. Now Jilin is very busy with the rice transplanting. Now I'm in Kai'an town of Nong'an County of Jilin province. We will show you a household farming land. Now the sun, the breeze are greeting the visitors. And you can see the farmer is busy preparing the rice seedlings. Nong'an County and the Kai'an town is a large producer of rice in China. Now let's interview a local farmer in the Kai'an town. Please say hello to the online viewers. Hello. I'm a bit nervous. Well, for these days, I have been talking to Madame Wang and learning some knowledge about the rice transplanting. If you have the opportunity to taste the local rice, you will never regret the experience because the rice is very nice here. When did you start to work this morning? Well, we started at 4 a.m. We started the preparation at 4 and the transplanting at 7 early in the morning. Well, we have 4 machines today. There are 4 rice transplanters. You will see, now you can see the green rice seedlings. People may be curious about the rice seedlings. So how different are the transplanting of rice from that of wheat and other crops? So let me show you the rice seedlings. This is a standard model of rice seedlings planted in the soils and held by a layer of plastics. Later, this plastic will be moved to the transplanter. So this model has the size of 30 plus 60 centimeters. So what is the quality of this rice? I think it is with a high quality. It is well prepared, and the ventilation conditions are sound. So let me ask you a question on behalf of the viewers. So the rice seedlings is one of the most important links of the whole transplanting process. I can see some rice seedlings are yellow. So is yellow good? Well, that means the rice seedlings are well prepared. You know, some rice seedlings may look nice, but they are not good. Even if it looks yellow, it is well prepared. So every day we need to practice and check the progress of the rice seedlings. I can see there are some waters and dews in the rice seedlings. So how can we do that? How can we finish the rice transplanting with the machines? Let's follow Madame Wang to experience the rice transplanting today. Well, it's my first experience in working in the land. Now I have worn these special long shoes, waterproof shoes. I know that you and your colleagues are very hardworking in the farming land, and you wear these shoes to protect your legs. So let's go to the land. Everyone you can see, because I am quite weighted, my legs are already embedded into the fields. But luckily I have these waterproof shoes, and I can feel the temperature of the water in the fields, even with these shoes. Now let me show you the rice seedlings on the machines. Now we depend on the machines to help with the rice transplanting. Can you tell us more information about that? You know, in the past we depend on people to finish the rice transplanting, but we cannot do that in an accurate manner. But the machines are different. They are accurate, and they save labor, and they save money. So now it is fully mechanized. We can see that the rice seedlings are transplanted in a completely straight line. So the difference between two rows are 9 centimeters. And the distance between two rice seedlings are 4 centimeters. So it is 9 times 4. Normally speaking, it is 9 times 5. But because this rice seedling is different, we adopted a 9 times 4. Because this rice category is quite special, because it is a high-quality rice. So we make it more intensive. So let's follow the driver to see how the rice are transplanted. The first step is to prepare the rice seedlings on the machines. We need to remove the plastic holder. And apply the rice seedlings on the machine. Yes, we adopted the same size of the rice seedlings. So how deep we go into the fields? Well, it is 20 centimeters. If you go too deep or too shallow, it will not be good for the rice to grow. Otherwise, the rice will not stand firm in the field. Well, I can see that in the past, if people bend their body and work hard in the fields, it will be very tiring. For now, with the machines, we can transplant the rice in a very accurate manner, and the rice seedlings will be put into the fields in a straight line and an even way. But I have a question. If you stand into the fields, you will make. So how can you ensure later on the rice seedlings will maintain the same depth? We have this floating plate of the transplanter machine. It will get the soil even, so you don't have to worry about the depth of the soil. So there is a controller on the machine. It tells about the depth of the rice seedlings to be set. Is it homegrown machine? Yes, it is developed by ourselves. Well, this machine is developed by China. We have made broken new grounds in the technologies of rice transplanting. Although it is a small machine, it can highly improve the efficiency of rice transplanting. For a large field, it is around 15 mu. It can save the efficiency of save the human labor of around 10 people. So one machine is equal to 10 people working together in the same field. That is 15 mu. So it is saving the human labor of 9 people per day. The problem with human labor on rice transplantation is that you cannot make the distance of the rice seedlings too accurate, but the machines can get that done in an accurate way. Well, it seems very difficult for me to move ahead in the rice fields, given the water and the soil. So the rice seedlings are very important. So the fertilizer, how about the fertilizers? The fertilizers are also important. Because the land is salinized in this region, we adopted the selenium-enriched fertilizers and also the straws to improve the soil efficiency, to improve the fertilization rate. The Daohuaxiang rice is a homegrown rice category of the local town. It is the Liangxiang number 5 category rice. Because the Nong'an County has the saline alkali soil, the local farmers and technicians worked very hard and produced a carbon-based fertilizer, the selenium-enriched fertilizer. So before the rice transplanting is finished, the fertilizers have already been applied to the fields to improve the efficiency of the cropping and the yields. You can see that along with the adoption of the technologies, the cropping yields is being improved. Also, the water is very special here in the fields because the water is diverted from the Taipinghu Lake from local. So it is highly nutritious. It is good for the rice to grow. So good water produces good rice. The carbon-based fertilizer has done a lot of a contribution to improving the yields. It is like the human body. It helps you improve the immunity. So with the improved variety of the crop of the rice seedlings, the fertilizers and the water, we can achieve high yields. We also adopted the straws to improve the fertility of the farming land. So although what we have here is the saline alkaline soil, we have adopted the fertilizers and the methods to improve the fertility of the fields. So we have this comprehensive set of technologies and methods to intervene, and the machines are able to keep an accurate distance and difference of the rice seedlings. All these contribute to the high yields of the local rice. Yes, you are right. With these methods and efforts, our rice is able to attain the national standard of quality rice. So let's move ahead in the fields. Well, I don't see. I think the water is not that much in these fields. Yes, the water is quite shallow here because if there is a big wind, it will not be good for the rice. So we inject water into the fields slowly in a very slow manner. Now let me test how deep the water is. Actually, it is just 1 centimeter. It's quite shallow. As told by Ms. Wang, the water for covering the rice fields should not be that deep. If there is too much water, the rice seedlings may float or move around in the fields. So when the rice seedlings are well planted and well rooted in the soils, we can divert more water into the rice fields. Compared with the human labor, the machines can also improve the fields of the rice. Of course, human labor cannot compare with the machinery. The machines are much faster, and they can apply the rice seedlings in a more accurate manner. Now the machines are heading towards us. So this field is almost finished. So one person in the past can transplant 15 mu. 10 people work amounts to just one machine. Well, these are the fields of the farmers. You can see in front of the machine there is a floating plate that can make the soils even, so that the rice seedlings can be better transplanted. The first step is to move the rice seedling model, onto the machine. So we place different plates of rice seedlings onto the machine evenly, and the machine can transplant the rice seedlings into the fields in an even manner. For a farmer to work, you can see on the fields there are a lot of footsteps. The persons cannot make the footsteps even, but the machines can do that. You can see the rice seedlings are well established in the fields. In another couple of hours, they may grow deep into the ground. And you can see what a beautiful landscape here. The rice seedlings are growing and will thrive in the rice fields. And in the upcoming months, we will foresee a big harvest in the local region. Ms. Wang, I know that you have been working on the quality check every year. So how do you do that to improve the crop yields? Well, every year, in the past, our rice is we're not able to reach the national standard of quality rice, quality and safe rice. But later, we conducted an annual quality check to ensure the local rice reaches the national standard of quality rice. Our rice contains a lot of nutrition, including the selenium and other nutrients. So we have been conducting the quality check for 4 or 5 years, and I have seen the reports. The local rice here develops on very nice rice seedlings and with the good water and the fertilizers. And by reducing the use of pesticides, the local rice has reached the national standard of quality rice. So our consumers can rest assured about our rice. It contains the the local farming area has been expanded to 30 hectares this year. The local rice have been sold to all parts of China. We started from a few cities in China, but later on it is expanded to almost all parts of China. And you can get our rice both offline and through online channels. It is a well-known brand in our province, but now it is well-known across the country. It is widely sold across a couple of provinces in China, including Guangzhou, Guangxi, Beijing, Shanghai, and other megacities. Yes, you're right, because in the developed cities, like the primary level cities and secondary level cities in China, people care a lot about the quality of rice and the health. So, dear online viewers, this is only one example of how the local region are transplanting quality rice with the help of machinery. So one machine saves the labor of 10 people working together. The farming land. So we can see how people are happily living here, and we will foresee a big harvest in the region. So let's express our best wishes for the local region and hope for the best harvest in the local town. And we will come back to this region when the harvest comes. Now let's move to the third stop of today's interview. Now let's go to Anhui province after tour to Jilin province. This is Shanglucun village of Anhui province. In front of us is the broccoli field. What a feast for the eyes. This is the season for the broccoli. If you listen carefully, you will hear the songs of the birds. The farmers are harvesting the broccoli. The Mangzhong County is a large province. It's a large region of broccoli. Its cropping area amounts to 30,000 mu. And this village produces 3,000 kilograms of broccoli every year. The broccoli fields look like a vast ocean of green vegetables. The broccoli here can be harvested twice every year. And now we are witnessing a large harvest. The harvest for this season amounts to 2,300 jin, which almost doubles that of last year. And the sales at a price of 2.8 yuan per jin. So the harvest of broccoli not only provided more jobs for local farmers, but also attracts a number of tourists from across the country. You can see how the farmers work on harvesting the broccolis. I believe you must feel you cannot wait to come here and harvest the broccoli for yourself. Now let's go to Bozhou, city of Anhui province, to get to see the harvest in Anhui of the broccoli. Dear online viewers, I'm Wang Li from CMG. Just now, my colleagues took you to the two tours to the rice fields. And now let me take you to a tour of the broccoli in Anhui province. I'd like to give you the broccoli to you as a gift today. This is the broccoli field in the local county, and they are well grown and ready for harvest. You can see people joining us here today include not only the local farmers, but also the tourists from other parts of China. So why does this region, this part of Anhui, grow such a vast area of broccoli? Today we are happy to be joined by the local party secretary Liu Juan. Hi everyone. Today is Mother's Day. I'd like to say thank you and to all the mothers of the world, and also like to show you the broccoli of the local region. So we have a bumper harvest of broccoli this year. We started getting the broccoli in April this year. We planted 3,000 mu of broccoli in the region. We also have other partners working on the broccoli. I know many friends are interested in eating broccoli, but not many of you know that they can be harvested twice a year. Yes, between the two harvests, in between, we can plant the beans. It's quite hot today. The temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. So the temperature makes a huge difference. The broccoli you see today is quite small, but maybe tomorrow it will grow very large. So you will see a new broccoli day by day. The annual yield is 2,500 mu. This 2,300 jin, the broccoli for this season is cold resistant. Personally, I am a technician to help with the plantation of the broccoli. We also in our team have a professor and students who come very often into the field to guide with the plantation of the broccoli. You can see some broccoli have been removed. Once they are mature, they will be removed from the fields. So we remove the broccoli every day. We have 400 and 500 staff locally. We also have hired 80 staff from outside the region. That means you have provided job opportunities not only for the local farmers, but also for people working outside the region. Yes, altogether there are 600 migrant workers working in this region. And they age between 50, 60, 70. So why do you produce broccoli in this region? Because the temperature, the climate, and the soil are good for the broccoli. So the soil and the climate are perfect for the broccoli to grow in this area. Well, this broccoli is very large. It is 15 to 16 centimeters long. We need to remove that today because if we don't, they will get over mature. So what will happen if we don't remove it today? It will get over mature. So it will not be a quality broccoli ready for people to eat. So this is broccoli that go bad. So this one is good, and that one is bad. We can see a lot of farmers are working in the field. So they are working 5 in a group. 5 people work in a group for harvesting the broccoli. Some pick the broccoli, some receive the broccoli. So let's get closer to see how the broccolis are cut. Can the broccoli only be harvested by people instead of machines? Yes, because the broccolis do not get mature at the same step. So we have people to collect the mature broccoli. So one basket is 200 to 300 jin, or 100 to 150 kilograms. So what are the requirements for collecting the broccolis? Well, you need to ensure the broccoli reaches 12 to 15 centimeters long. If too short, it is not a standard broccoli. Can I borrow your knife to cut one broccoli? So you need to show me one standard broccoli ready to be harvested. This one may do. So you hold the broccoli in your hand and cut it and reserve 2 to 3 centimeters of the root, because later in the factory we will further cut the root. So what about the leaves? Well, the leaves will serve as a very good fertilizer to feed the ducks and the animal and the poultry. Many farmers came to the land every day to pick the broccoli leaves to feed their poultry at all. So how much do people earn every day for picking the broccoli? Well, per person is 300 to 400 RMB yuan. You mentioned the annual production of the broccoli per mu of land reaches 2,300 jin. I can see people are working fast. They are moving fast in the land, in the field, because they work with each other in a smooth manner. So the broccoli has become one major method for people to earn higher income. Well, the village used to be very poor. Now the income of the farmers have been continuing to improve. We also improved the income of the migrant workers. One person can earn around a few thousand yuan, and their time is quite flexible. And they also receive dividends at the year end. Well, after the Spring Festival, the broccoli is 2.5 yuan per jin, but now it's 3 yuan per jin. The cost is 1 yuan per jin, so the profit is 1 to 2 yuan per jin. So when did you start large-scale production? We started in 2020. In 2021, it's 1,000 mu, and in 2023, it's 3,000 mu. So this village also encouraged other villages to follow suit and produce broccolis. Due to the temperature, the broccolis keep growing every day, and some of them get mature day by day. For this broccoli, we need to wait another 2 days before harvesting. So if a broccoli reaches 12 to 15 centimeters, it means it is ready to be harvested. In the Yangtze River Delta, the broccoli that is 12 centimeters long is the most popular. So each region has their own favorite size of the broccoli. We also have a base that supplies broccoli to Hong Kong because they prefer smaller broccoli that is 7 to 8 centimeters long. Hong Kong buys the broccoli by the number of broccolis. For example, one broccoli is 2 yuan. Our broccolis have been sold to not only the Yangtze River Delta, but also all parts of China, including Hong Kong. The broccolis are being exported to Japan, Vietnam, and other countries. I can see the farmers are working so efficiently in the fields. So, broccolis in Chinese has the two characters of both flower and a vegetable. So, is broccoli at all a vegetable or a flower? Well, the answer is that broccoli is both a vegetable and a flower. It is similar to another type of vegetable, but they are different. So why are two seasons of the broccolis? And you can even plant the soybeans in between, because they don't need much time to grow mature. The maturity period is only 60 days. So what about other periods of the year? Because the weather, the temperature may be too cold. So we need to harvest the broccoli very fast. So after they are harvested, there will be a sleeping period when the insects and fertilizers are being frozen and better prepared for the next harvest. So what is this pipeline? Well, this pipeline is used for applying the fertilizers and irrigation. For per mu of land, how many broccolis will be planted? I think we will plant 3,000 broccolis. As for the production, if we remove the low-quality broccolis, and the broccolis that are substandard, well, the plantation of broccoli is a new type of farming in the local region. Well, we worked with Anhui Agricultural University, and the university provided us with new types of broccoli varieties. And they will help us with the deep processing of broccoli. For example, we will provide the broccoli noodles. So why not visit the factories and see how they are deep processed? Now the broccolis are harvested and they are put on the machines, on the vehicles, to be ready to transport it to the cooling factory. It is to be cooled for 6 hours. When the temperature is down, and they will be ready to be supplied to the market. So these are the processed broccoli. These are instant food. This is the root of the broccoli. It is crispy. It's like the potato chips. So it is the soft root of the broccoli. And this is the broccoli noodles, which used the leaves of the broccoli. It is highly nutritious and is good for the health. So the processed broccoli products are good for improving the efficiency of utilizing the broccoli. So how about the revenue? Let's say 3,000 mu of broccoli per plantation. We need 3 million or 4 million RMB yuan to provide income to the people. So if you are a migrant worker, you will get 40,000 yuan per year. Just now, Ms. Liu gave us so much information about broccoli. After they are harvested, they will be transplanted. They will be moved to the cooling factory to maintain the freshness of the broccoli before they go to the market. This new workshop was established last November. And the broccoli are stored in this truck. This truck stores 930 boxes of broccoli, and they are ready to be supplied to Xiamen. After the broccoli go to the cooling factory, they will be picked and grouped by the workers. For the broccoli that are to be supplied to Xiamen, the broccolis are preserved in the ice cubes. The broccolis will be taken here from the fields, and they will be trimmed and processed. The root of the broccoli will be cut. Can I take your knife? Thank you. Let me show you. You cut a small part of the root and remove the leaves of the broccoli. So is this the root? Can we eat the root? Yes, they are edible. And the root can be processed as the crispy products like the potato chips. You can also cook it in different ways. Do we keep the leaves? Yes, we keep 3 leaves. So after all of the broccolis are picked from the fields, they will all be taken here to be processed. And for those ugly broccolis, they will be taken here in the basket. So these are the substandard products. You can see the broccoli, this broccoli is quite yellow. That's because it does not receive enough sunshine. It is blocked by other broccolis. So it is substandard. So what do we do with these substandard broccolis? We do nothing with them. We just use them as fertilizer. So how many broccolis can be stored here in this cooling factory? Well, this factory is able to process 1,000 mu of broccolis. Because once the broccoli arrives here, on the second day, it will be supplied to the market. So the broccolis here are fresh. And you can see these packages. That means the broccolis are well packaged. These are to be put onto the truck. And they will be moved to the truck in a few minutes. So how do we find the market channels? First, we promote the broccolis online through the media. We use the Douyin platform. And the broccolis may be exported to other countries, including Japan, for example. So our village has become a professional demonstration village of broccoli plantation. We have a couple of households who have their own farming land to produce the broccolis. That means they don't need to get extra lands. They have their own lands to plant the broccolis. And their products will be later sold through well-established channels. And they receive the orders easily. Well, so this kind of commercial mode saves the time for the farmers, and they can find the orders easily. That means the broccolis goes directly from the farming land to the food basket of the consumers. So you can see from our screen how the broccolis are processed and ready to be supplied to the table of the consumers. This village has the advantage of the climate and the soil that is good for the planting of broccolis. So the broccolis are being packaged. Besides the broccoli orders, many visitors come to this area on purpose to experience the broccoli planting. So thank you so much for following the broccoli planting in the local region of Anhui province. Now we will move to other parts of China to see what else is on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you just visited the Anhui province. Now we are in Guangxi, in the Hepu city of Guangxi, the Guangxi County of Guangxi. We have 4 villages here in this county. The cowpea harvest is taking place in the region. We have planted 46,000 mu of cowpeas in the region. This year, the cowpea production is 25 jin per mu, and it sells at 56 yuan per mu. It is highly nutritious. It contains a lot of protein, and it has a high pharmacy value to people's body. Through our screen, you can see the farmers are so busy processing the cowpeas. They are so happy with the harvest, and they are ready to get another one next year. This part of Guangxi is so good for the planting of cowpeas, and it has a long tradition of cowpea planting. The cowpeas are sold to Shanghai, Wuhan, Beijing, and a couple of other cities in China. Along with the development of the logistics, the catering, and the transportation, the cowpea supply chain has contributed a lot to the revitalization of the rural development in China. So the annual production is 80,000 tons of cowpeas in the region. And the local planting area amounts to 4.6 mu. Dear online viewers, I'm Deng Junyang from CMG. Now I am at a local village of Hepu County of Guangxi Autonomous Region. You can see in front of me the cowpeas, because this is the season, harvest season for the cowpeas in Guangxi. The farmers are working so busy here. This Hepu County cowpea base is a very famous center in the local region. So the local planting area amounts to 40,000 mu. So today I will take you on a tour to see how the cowpeas are planted and harvested. Well, the cowpeas go so friendly with the daily food, our daily menu. It goes with the meat, pork, and other kind of meat. So the cowpea is very long. It grows on these trunks. Now I'm happy to be joined by the local vice party secretary of the village. Please say hi to the online viewers. Hello, everyone. I'm from the local village. So he is also a great expert of the cowpea planting. His household produces cowpeas, and his father and mother also produced cowpeas since he was small. Well, we started planting with a small area, and later, as we get more and more experienced, we started to plant more cowpeas. So the cowpeas have 2 seasons of harvest, right? Can you tell us more information? Yes, we have 2 harvests of the cowpeas every year. We started planting since the lunar month, the end of the November of the lunar month. And we have a harvest in the next year of July, August, and September. Well, in the first half of the year, the cowpeas are planted. We have the greenhouse to keep the cowpeas. And it may yield the frost that looked like snow. Actually, there is no snow here. You just simply grow the cowpeas. Plant the cowpeas and they will grow by themselves. So what part of the year do we need a special care to the cowpeas? Well, we need to ensure that the cowpeas do not grow too fast. So we need to pay special attention to their growth speed. And the second stage is the flowering stage, because the insects may come. So we need to pay attention to the insects. And now we are at the harvest period. Yesterday there was a big rain. The field is still wet. So pay attention to your steps. So by harvesting the cowpeas, anything we should pay attention to? Well, people come here to pick the cowpeas at 6 to 7 in the morning. You mentioned the water. Yes, the cowpeas depend heavily on the water because the local region has a large supply of rain and water. That is good for the cowpeas to grow. So what else do we need to pay attention to? The cowpeas are scared of the wind. If there is a strong wind, the cowpeas will be blown away and they will be destroyed. So I can see the farmers are picking those mature cowpeas which are well grown. There are 2 major categories of cowpeas in the region. The green type and the white type. And the green one is more popular in the market. How about the white one? The white one actually looks less green. The color is more shallow. So how about the price? The white one is less expensive than the green one. The cowpea sells at 3 to 4 yuan per jing. Here. So if they go to the market price is 4 yuan per jing. Well, as I toured through the cowpea field, I find that not only cowpeas are grown here, the corns and other crops are also grown. Yes, because we don't have that large size of land, we try to plant different crops in the same lands. So what else do we have here? We have the 4-season soybeans, corns, peanuts, and others. So when do you plant these crops? Well, the sequence is that the rice go first, and the 4-season soybeans go next. So how do you contact the purchasers? As you are a large producer of cowpeas. Well, these purchasers will come to our region very often because they know us very, very well. So once there is a harvest, they will come and take the cowpeas away. So do you grow up in this region? Yes. So how do you see the difference of today and the past? Any change in the planting of the cowpeas? Well, there is not much change in the planting, but people's livelihood has been improved more and more. We used to live in moderate houses, but now we live in better buildings. And the facilities of keeping the cowpeas have been improved. We have the cowpea machines and vehicles. As I mentioned to the online viewers, that the locals have different houses for keeping the cowpeas. Just like the mango base, they have these mango houses. Here we have the cowpea houses. In 2021, our local cowpea was demonstrated in the Shanghai Expo already. So how do you cook the cowpeas? Well, the cowpeas here are fried, and they go together with the local vermicelli. You can also make the cold dish. In summer, it is nice to eat the cowpeas. You can have the cowpea pickles at summer, and it is highly nutritious. So let's keep moving forward, and you get to see the screens on the screen how the cowpeas grow here, and it is the first time for myself to see for my own eyes how the cowpeas grow in the fields. And I can't wait to taste the cowpeas fried with the pork. So I have another question. So do also your sisters and brothers grow cowpeas here? Yes, the households grow cowpeas. Because we don't have that big amount of land in the region, all the farmers have become the cowpea experts. So we are at the Dongjia village of the Hepu County of Guangxi. So let's go further on the tour to tell us something about how to grow the cowpeas. And she will tell us about how to keep away the insects. Hello, everyone. So, ladies and gentlemen, due to the time pressure, thanks for watching episode. This will be the end of today's program. Thanks for watching.